The trick is to really respect that where the woman is in her life, what time of the day it is, what problems she has in her life that we can help her solve. To me, true native is when the journalists of the brand is really deeply involved in doing the best piece of content and a piece of content that would be interesting for our target group anyway. We would do it anyway, and we do it true to the tone and the voice of the brand, and with an angle that is really catching and surprising, and yeah, it should really be as true a native as an editorial piece would be. We write for women, so the native is always with the woman in mind. The trick is to really respect that where the woman is in her life, what time of the day it is, what problems she has in her life that we can help her solve. So when we work with women, we have all these things in mind, and we also did a big research that shows that women want to experience the advertising. So you really have to make it aesthetic. You really have to kind of, so she can put herself in the place and experience the content. And then you also have to guide her, because she has a lot of different choices. So you really have to guide her all the way through, and you also have to make a call to action. She really, if she finds a solution, if it's a product and she really likes the piece, you have to show her where she can buy the stuff now, not tomorrow, right now, because she's a very busy woman, the woman that we write to. I think there's a difference making native to women, but I don't think it's big really, but I think a woman's life is just different. She has, and a woman likes to really expand the field of interest. She's very curious, and when she Googles things, she has like 10 Google things open, and she really needs to guide her, where men is more like, how does it work, what does it cost? Men are typically more on price, and and women want to have all the aspects. What can it help me? How does it feel? How does it smell? It's much more, she has to experience every piece of detail in it. The biggest challenges when I work with brands is that still a lot of brands don't have the courage to go true native. They still want to have the logo very dominant in the piece. They want to tell specific things, and sometimes we can tell them, well, maybe it's interesting for you that your site where you produce it is a very special place in Thailand, but the woman, she doesn't care about that. So really get the advertiser to see this piece of the story is not interesting for the target group. You think it's interesting, but she doesn't. Yeah, a part of the work is to convince and to inform the brand that we know what stories convince the user or fascinates the user. So they have to rely on us. We always want what's the best for the brand, but we know how to communicate this. Sometimes it's not the way that they think it should be. So we have to make them trust us that we make the best solutions, the most capturing solutions for the users.